welcome to Marianali's YouTube channel. Welcome. And if you are new here, you are in the right channel, because in this channel we teach and learn from one another how to be better social beings. Okay? Alright, now obsession with oneself. But before I talk about obsession with oneself, I am humbly requesting you to subscribe, comment, like and share my videos, guys. And this channel is very interesting, by the way. If you just listen to my videos, you'll understand what I mean. Okay, so you're in the right channel. Welcome to my community. All right, so obsession with oneself. Why is it important to be obsessed with yourself? Do you know it is very important to be obsessed with yourself? And today I'm going to tell you why it's important to be obsessed with yourself. Now, let me tell you something. Self-obsession is actually when you give yourself the same energy, the same attention, the same importance you've been giving other people. So when you give yourself the same attention, the same importance, the same attention and energy that you've been giving to others, then that is what we call self-obsession. Because we are mostly trained, even as we grew up, we are normally trained, and that is just like, can I say unconsciously, whereby you give other people more than you give to yourself. So if it's attention, you give more to other people, energy more to other people, importance more to other people. And we've seen this a lot, okay? Even in family dynamics. But we forget about ourselves most of the time. But now today I'm going to tell you why it is very important to be self-obsessed, okay? To be self-obsessed, like to give yourself what you're giving to others. So this is why you should be self-obsessed. One, you will start to know your worth. The moment you are self-obsessed, that is the moment you'll know your worth. That is the moment you'll know your worth. But as long as you're not self-obsessed, then you will never know your worth. Like, tell me, if you don't give yourself the attention you give others, you don't give yourself the energy you give others, you don't give yourself the importance you give others, how will you ever know your worth? You get it now? Yeah, so that is how you know your worth. You will also grow very fast, because now you are able to focus on yourself and your growth. Now the attention is the attention is now taken away from people. Now you put that attention to yourself, or let me say, like, focus. You take the focus from other people, and then you focus on yourself, and that will force you to actually grow. You will grow. I'm telling you the truth. And then also, when you start taking yourself seriously by being self-obsessed, you start to take more and more, you start to take more and more stuffs in life seriously, and also you start to see clarity in life. So the more obsessed you are with yourself, the clearer the life will be, or the clearer your life will be. And also when it comes to even handling, dealing with stuffs, it will be very clear to you when it comes to dealing with stuffs. Like, that is something that can never bother you, because at the end of the day, you are seeing things with a clear picture. So you start to take, more and more, you start to think more and more clearer, not to take, you start to think more and more clearer when it comes to stuffs and even life. So clarity is one of the advantages that you get when you are self-obsessed. And then self-obsession is equal to self-protection. Self-obsession is equal to self-protection, and also is equal to peace. So when you hear about self-obsession, that is you protecting yourself, and that is you giving yourself peace, okay? So you must be self-obsessed. You must make it your your thing to make sure that you focus on yourself. Because now, when I talk about self-obsession, the thing is sometimes people think negatively about it, but no, self-obsession is just you giving yourself the energy you're giving to others. So it will prevent you from doing a lot of things that do not really help you. For example, if you're not self-obsessed, you are one person who will be sitting down and talking about others. One. Two, you'll be more focused on people's life than your own. Okay? So you're so focused on people's life than your own, and you will be sitting down to just see the failure in people, because you're no longer paying attention to yourself. You'll be a hater because now you'll be seeing other people having it all, doing their things the way it's supposed to be. But now for your case, things are not working because you never just pay attention to yourself. You'll also become very resentful to people. Very resentful to people. And when you give so much energy to other people than yourself, it also results to depression at times, because now you never see your worth. You will also attach a lot of your confidence and your being to people, meaning that what they say will always matter to you than what you think about yourself. So for you, like, nothing about you will be fascinating you, but what others say is what will trigger you. So you need to be self-obsessed. I'm telling you, when you become self-obsessed, you'll be very happy. Try it. Try it. And if all of us in this world will have become self-obsessed, I think these negative things that are happening in the world cannot happen anymore. Because when you are self-obsessed, it means you love yourself. And when you love yourself, it's easier for you to love someone else. Okay? Because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you don't have enough love in yourself, ain't no way you love other people well. Ain't no way. So that is why they normally say you need to work on yourself and get to a level where you love yourself properly, so that now it's easier to also extend the same love to other people, like family members, friends, and even just romantic relationships. So self-obsession is the recipe for good things in life. Clock it. The flip side. So the flip side of being self-obsessed is this, that when you start choosing yourself, and you should be ready for this. Actually, you should be ready for this, and you should be expecting this, that people will start to feel very uncomfortable around you. Some people will start to call you selfish, others will call you egocentric, and what you need to do is you don't need to pay attention to such. Don't pay attention to such. So I've already told you, like, the flip side of you becoming self-obsessed is the fact that people will be very uncomfortable around you. Okay, and in fact, that's the time you'll have less and less people surrounding you, because now they get pissed. Okay, they'll say you're very selfish, and even they'll describe you as being egocentric. Be ready for that, but don't pay attention to that. Just know that when you start hearing such comments, you are on the right track and you're actually self-obsessed. Okay, all right. So I hope you've learned a few things from that, and I'm just happy that you sat here to the end. And for that, I want to wish you a good day, a good morning, a good afternoon, and evening in whichever part of the world that you are in. Have it in the best fabulous way. And for that, that's a bye. Bye, guys.